We're in the Food Lion kitchen built by Cabinetry with TLC, and Lindy is back with us with some festive goodies.
Yes.
What do you have?
Well, I have a full autumn meal. So we're going to do a autumn pomegranate salad. I have a curried pumpkin soup, and I have some dilly bread. And then, like I said, those apples are going to come back into play. So I have some old-fashioned candied apples that we can make.
Okay.
So let's start with our salad first. And I went ahead and pre-roasted these little walnuts. And what I did with these, and this is going to sound strange, but it's really good. And I made this up by accident one day. But I sauteed these with a little bit of olive oil, some real maple syrup, a little bit of red peppers, and some salt and pepper. I know red pepper and maple syrup sounds really weird, but it's really, really, really good. So I'll garnish my salad with these. Oops, I'm gonna throw a couple on the counter there.
How did they happen by accident? Can I ask
I was
that?
reading a blog about spiced nuts, and I was gonna make these sugared pecans that I usually make, and I was like, you know what, that might be good to add some red pepper into these, and I just made it up, and it turned out really good. So I did the spiced walnuts there, and then I just garnished with a little green onion, some pomegranate seeds, which are a great substitute if you guys use like cranberries a lot in your salads. The pomegranates are a great substitute because they're lower sugar, and there's all kinds of health benefits.
Oh, that's a good
pomegranate.
idea.
Yeah, and they're crunchy.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're delicious.
And look how pretty that salad is.
Yeah.
The color.
Oh, I can't reach.
Oh, sorry. We're just watching you struggle.
And then I season my salad. Like I've told you guys before, I don't like big, heavy salad dressings. It kind of takes away the taste. So I just use a little tiny bit of dill, and then some salt and pepper. And if you want to do the salt and pepper, you can since you're over there.
Do a little, I think this goes this way. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. I was like, I hope I'm doing this the right way. Some pepper.
And then I just use a little tiny bit of balsamic vinegar with olive oil.
Oh,
Really
okay.
simple. So you seasoned it like that's okay.
Wasn't on.
That's all right.
That's what I was afraid of doing with the pepper. See, the salt, you don't twist it, and here I am going,
Well,
score.
Sorry, I made things tricky. I thought those looked a lot fancier than the plastic ones, but so that would be our seasonal salad, and then we set that aside.
Okay.
And I have my little soup bowl here. And I'll grab this pumpkin soup.
Pumpkin soup. Oh, I love pumpkin
And this is
soup.
actually a curried pumpkin soup. And all of my food today was provided by the Roanoke Food Co-op. And I'm actually teaching this whole class next week there on Thursday.
great.
So it's really fun. You get to do everything live together.
Now, is the class full, or can people sign up for it?
They tend to be full. You can call the food
Fill up
co-op
pretty
and
quick.
see.
Okay. But maybe for future, if people are interested, they can call up and see what's coming up.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I do lots of vegetarian cooking classes up there. So
Good.
we use a little soup bowl here. And this is
Pumpkin
enough.
soup is really not that hard to make, and it makes a lot.
Yes, and it's actually very easy to make. All the recipes are on there.
Okay.
So it was half full fill that there, and I garnish it with little Greek yogurt, which you guys know I love that Greek yogurt.
Okay. Very nice.
Two little green onions there.
Okay.
Probably
pretty
should
that
grab
is.
myself a
That's
napkin. And then I set a slice of the dilly bread with it, and it just gives it a lot of seasonal
Yeah.
flavor.
How pretty
You
that
could
is.
smell in here, it smells like fall, doesn't it?
It really does. Yes.
And it's a
dilly
very,
bread is-
it's really good, and that's really easy for people that are like nervous to make bread because you really don't even have to knead it. It's made with cottage cheese and some eggs and flour and dill, of course, and onion.
And then we have our caramel apples here.
Right, so I was thinking like if you did this as like a fall dinner and had people over, you'd have your little table settings, they'd have their apples and they know where they sat, and then this recipe that I have, you can make the caramel apples right there and then eat them. I mean, you don't have to wait for them to set up. So you could bring everybody back in the kitchen, they could dip their own apples and make their own caramel apples, and I have the recipe on there, and then I rolled them in peanuts, and then I did a couple in pistachio, crushed pistachio, that might give it a little different flavor.
Very cute.
So yeah, and you can pick your own apples here in Roanoke, so it makes it.
Yeah, and that is fun.
So you can even do that the day before. Stretch out this whole family event.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing these recipes and the idea for a nice table setting. And of course, we'll put the recipe for the spiced walnuts on our website, and then they can go to your website for more on all of this at thelindytree.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
we'll be right
you.
back.